Now, for our next segment, that could help you on how you can turn an attention uh, or to turn your audience's attention into a client. So let's go into that.
There we go. This next part is really important because this is where a lot of network marketers get stuck. And you can put it in the chat and let me know if you're in the same boat. So they're posting, they're trying to stay consistent, but they're not seeing how that actually turns into clients or team builders. So let me know in the chat if that's you. So we want to simplify this for you. Now, if you understand this one simple path, social media becomes a lot less confusing because instead of asking, what should I post today? You start understanding how each action moves someone forward. And the first step is attention, right? We know attention is a very valuable currency these days. So before anything else can happen, someone has to notice you. This usually happens through a reel, a short video, a relatable post, or even a simple moment from your life. Now, let me know too in the chat, how many of you have actually met someone online because something they posted caught your attention, right? I have friends now that are all over the place that I never would have known before. Now, here's where this gets really important. This content is not meant to sell. It's meant to stop the scroll. So stopping people from scrolling. Attention isn't about selling, it's really about being seen. And once someone notices your content, the next step is the engagement part. So this might look like liking your posts, leaving a comment, replying to your story, or reacting with an emoji, something that gets the algorithm juices flowing. But here's something really important to understand. Engagement is a signal of interest, right? Because we don't engage with something if we don't like it. We usually scroll past it, I hope. So engagement means someone is paying attention. It does not mean that they're ready to buy yet, but you've at least got their attention. And this is where people get stuck. They post, they get the engagement, and then nothing really goes forward from that. Nothing really happens because they're waiting for the post to do all of the work. But that's not really how this works. Social media doesn't generally create customers. Conversations is what creates customers. So for example, someone comments, looks great, right? So instead of saying thanks and ending the conversation, because when someone says that looks great, it's like, okay, what do we say there? You could say something like, thanks. Have you been doing anything lately for your health or energy, right? Opening up the conversation. This is really important to do. So your post opens the door. Your conversation is what builds the relationship. That's really, really important. Now, once the conversation is happening, the next step is moving towards enrollment. Now, enrollment, again, does not mean selling. It simply means you're helping someone take the next step. You're not pushing them, you're guiding them. So enrollment is not about pressure, it's about direction. And at this point, someone may decide to move forward. They may become a customer, a wellness client, or a team builder. But here's something really important. This step feels natural once they get here because it was already built on the attention from your posts, the engagement, the conversation, that's really the important part. And through the conversation, you've built trust, okay? So people don't feel sold, they feel supported. And this is where real businesses are built. And that comes to the retention. So this is the retention part of things, because helping someone get started is one thing, but helping them stay consistent is what creates the results that they're looking for, the loyalty from both sides, and of course, the long-term customers that I know many of you are very well acquainted with having. So this happens through the VIP retention groups, your wellness programs, your email, SMS, and all of your follow-up, and of course, ongoing support. So retention is really where the transformation happens. So when you look at the whole process, it becomes much simpler. You're looking from attention, starts the journey towards engagement of a potential client. The conversation builds the connection with that person. Enrollment guides them to the next step. And then the client decides how to go forward. And then retention builds the business. So instead of thinking, I need to make a sale, you want to start thinking, I need to move someone to the next step.